today. From MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, this is Madden Football on EA Sports.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Singletary to get the drive started. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Singletary again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. And now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Now it's Crowder. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll run for the 1st time here with Brian Robinson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
To throw on second down, Daniels steps away to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Daniels. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Now McManus will line up for the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. No good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not got too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes, they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. Crowder now to return. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Throw, Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Daniels. This to McLaurin out on the left side. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin from 6 yards away. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. This punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels on the screen. This is Eckler. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Draw play. It's Eckler. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. Eckler now between the tackles. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And that's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Rodgers brings it in. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Austin Eckler. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy. Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Possession switching back to the New York Giants. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On the counter, this is Singletary. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him. Big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield. That's taken on the 25. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Eckler. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he? He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. Room to maneuver at the 35. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, you talk about just coming in and completely seizing momentum. They can go up 21-0 here. We haven't even hit halftime. And the other part of this, you can start to feel the unrest here in the stadium. I think these fans are saying, what hit us? And this isn't about fantasy points. This is about rooting their team on. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. And New York set to take the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right? Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A give up the middle to Singletary. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Now 2nd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got Slayton on the slant. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 40. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Looking to throw. Jones. The short throw pulled in by Bellinger. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Washington on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Giants. From 10 yards out. And the Giants get a bit closer. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Grant Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. A 10-play drive that time, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Eckler. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Deontay Banks there on the stop. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Daniels being chased out left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Operating from the gun, Daniels. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively at second down. Up the middle with Eckler, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
To throw on 3rd down, Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. There'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by McManus is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. From the 30 on 2nd down, Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards, good for a giant first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 more there and another first down. They'll look to throw again. Another pass complete to Bellinger. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. Back to throw again. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Operating from the gun, Daniels. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. from the gun on third down. Daniels. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Back to throw. Daniels. That is caught. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. It was Austin Eckler who was the star of that first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
The gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
The handoff, it's Eckler. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Now they'll fake the jet sweep and give it instead to Eckler. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way. But that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 55 yards. And the Giants are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Gano the extra point, and the lead down to 10, 24-14. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And the Washington offense heading out. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. On the give, this is Eckler. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw. Daniels.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
On 3rd down, Daniels. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Here's Tressway now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. To return is McKenzie. And just shutting him off there. He's still on his feet. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. Jones now throwing to start the drive.
Over the middle, caught by Bellinger.
And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Back to throw. Jones forced out to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Looking to throw. Jones. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Touchdown. Chris Manhertz. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Giants have got it back to within a score.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. Looking to throw. Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. Daniels. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here is Eckler. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 on the carry there. That sets up a long 3rd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now 3rd down and very long.
Back to throw. Daniels. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. This will be a 34-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Now here comes Daniel Jones and the Giants again.
He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his 3rd touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down?
Yep.
So right now, instead of warp speed,
snail's pace.
Snail's pace for him, and he can do whatever he wants. Feels like he has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Jonathan Allen, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to come up a few yards short, brought down at the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Oh, goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Going on the ground with Eckler. Gets around him, and down inside the 15 he goes. And quickly they get to the line. They go play action here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now Eckler. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Looking to throw. Daniels. Dancing to, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Commanders are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Defensively, didn't seem like anybody had eyes on the quarterback, and he took advantage.
So you think that maybe we're seeing some pretty good instincts for a young guy? Because that's the thing you worry about coming out of college. You're used to getting away with just about anything you want to do. You're just superior. Here, he has to read it, figure it out, and know when it's time to go.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a two-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more two-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards for number 11. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Back to throw. Jones. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. Over the middle, it's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now Jones throwing on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. Touchdown, Giants. Devin Singletary. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Gano the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Things sure were looking good for him at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to mash the gas yourself. Again, who's going to stop?
There he goes, right side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 28 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. They'll run here with Eckler. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. On the catch, it's Crowder. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Daniels. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. The kick by McManus is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
So now Jones and the Giants down by 8, 1:45 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Here's Jones. Connects with Slayton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Jones. And that's going to be caught downfield by Slayton. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Here we go. 1st and goal. Now Jones. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. They'll try and run it in.
again. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he will have a Commander's first down, and that should just about do it. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
To throw on 3rd down, Daniels. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds.
All game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And McManus missed it. How about that? No good. Wide to the left. And that will keep this a 2-point game. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium.